Here at Southview Elementary School, a police officer comes in once a week not to teach the kids about policing, but about goal setting and other decision-making skills that will set them up for success later in life. Inside Abigail Morrow's 5th grade classroom every Tuesday, Muncie Police Officer Michael Mueller comes in and teaches her students that they're too good for drugs. The national program is in all 50 states and teaches kids in grades K through 12 about topics such as goal setting, conflict resolution, and communication.
It's very important. Those are things that you're not always taught.
Morrow wanted the program for her class and said this year, 3 of her students have brought drugs with them into the school.
I chose to go the first 9 weeks because I thought it would impact my students because we have had some issues, so I wanted my students to get to hear it first.
Morrow said her students remember parts of the class and mention it in other situations.
Some of my students, I know they've mentioned oh, this story that Officer Mueller read to us, the characters in that story and so on and so forth, they did this. So they have learned, they get to read and they do a lot of role playing.
Mueller said he is surprised by how much the 5th graders already know about drugs and alcohol.
Because of the opiate problem and the heroin problem we've had here in Delaware County, I try to incorporate some of that, and it never fails. When I bring that up in the classroom, there are always kids that tell me either in the classroom or after the day's lesson is over that they have a family member who's overdosed, or they have friends who overdosed, or older brothers or sisters, and it's just amazing. They know all about it, and they can tell you probably more than most adults can about heroin.
While the program ends for these students in just a couple weeks, Morrow and the Mendez Foundation, who created the program, hope the lessons learned impact them for a lifetime.
I hope that they can know when the time comes that if they are put in that situation, they will make the right choice. I hope that they can sit there and think back to this program and think back to Officer Mueller and hope, I can't disappoint Officer Mueller, I can't disappoint Miss Morrow in my decisions, and I want to make sure that my decisions I make are the correct decisions in the time.
In Muncie, Michelle Kaufman, NewsLink, Indiana.